get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC. Coming back at you today with another video. And today, we're gonna get into a few things, but I'm gonna start off with the good, the bad, and the ugly. I actually see why people dislike this game, man. Because sometimes this game is, it can try you. It can try your mental, like for real. You have to be really mentally strong to play Madden, especially, if you like to compete the way I do. So, although I've learned to just take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt, some of this stuff is crazy. So you see me come out here on the first drive, scheme toxicity. I'm telling y'all, go get those set of virtuals. It's a part 1 and a part 2. If you want to run a really efficient offensive scheme where you're not putting the ball in harm's way and you are ending up in the end zone consistently, I'm telling you, anybody who has that, as both of those videos, and they're putting those two formations together, they can tell. All right, so I scored right there, easy on the first drive, and then you see I come out, and despite calling a cover 3, for some reason, the guy just runs down the slot, and I'm looking to see where is my boundary corner that's over there on the left in the deep blue. And I'm like, okay, I didn't really get a chance to make any adjustments because the adjustments on the game absolutely suck. But, no harm, no foul. I let it slide, came back. A couple plays later, hit Laporta right down the middle. Nice positioning style catch. He couldn't get his safety turned around. I'm still, hey man, one-on-one to me is still disrespectful. You have to attack one-on-one. I think people, the AI makes people way too comfortable with playing one-on-one coverage and not clicking on. And so I think that's the reason why some of these silly looking defenses work. All right, so check this out though. Look at the left corner, who is blitzing on the play for some reason while I was giving him an adjustment. So watch him. It says he's blitzing. He still doesn't blitz, which is really crazy. Then you see, for some reason, when I'm recording, this mishap, for some reason the clip cuts in half, and I did not edit that. No, that was not edited at all. And so, just a totally weird play. That's the ugly of Madden. That's the ugly of, at least when I play, man. It's like, especially on Ultimate Team, it's like I can't even get off one adjustment. My guys stand around, and it's like while they're standing around, I can't adjust them, and they stand around like extra long for some stupid reason. Now watch this one. This is even better. All right, so, we're in the quads play, motion back out to the flats. Watch him dive, land, and dive again. And still caught the guy. And so this is when you're like, okay, Madden has it in for me on this particular game or whatever. Even when I call a good defense, get a guy right there in the flats, not only can he not make the pick, he can't make the tackle either. That's a total mystery to me. Putting guys in the right positions, just to try to be able to make a play yourself, and still nothing happens. And so it's just irritating. But this week we will be coming out with the building consistent defensive principles virtual, which is going to be a really, really, really good video, as they all are. But this one's going to be a really good one because I'm going to be covering a number of topics in order to get better reactions, put your guys in better spots, some switch stick materials in there. Also, I think, a couple of blitzes, some blitz stuff. And so just, putting your guys in the right spots to be able to make a play, and not only be able to putting them in the right spots to make a play, getting them to react. That's probably the biggest issue that I think, at least that some of the guys or the people who I deal with, on a daily basis, that's what everybody's talking about. They're like, man, I get the guys there sometimes, and sometimes they just don't react. And so I think, sometimes you have to be proactive in certain areas. There are just things you can do, as a lot of my guys know, defensive clock in technique stuff. Got a little bit of an update with that, try to improve that for you guys who already are familiar with it. Just to get your guys to react, as you see right there, my guy coming from the left side, being very aggressive, making the pick and taking it back to the house. And so, I think for most people on the game, that's like the biggest issue on defense. It's like guys don't do what they're asked, or I was going to say coached, but you can't coach a video game. Well, I guess you can. That's why my name is Coach DC. All right, anyway. But yeah, just putting your guys in the right spots and getting them to actually react. A lot of adjustment stuff, making sure that your adjustments are sound. If you can get them, off. And that's one of the major things. And that's one of the major things that I make sure that I do in my defensive videos. I try to make them fundamentally sound, meaning easy. They're easy to adjust, blitzes that make sense, not just some guy hovering in the gap and all that kind of stuff. No, you have to learn how to outflank your opponent, how to create the gap space, in order for your guy to come up to A gap, B gap, different line stunts and things of that nature that will make, that will improve your defense, like, from the ground up. And so just being able to get the right reactions, to me, is like so important, because I do it and it happens to me a lot. And like I said, I'm able to fight through it, but I want to see you guys, being able to fight through it in your league games and your players lounge games, or just against your cousin, whoever you're playing, wherever it's important to you. But it's a lot of stuff that you can add to your defensive principles to make them way more consistent and to get even better results. You know what I mean? And so it's just, like I said, you have to understand how to force guys into what you want them to do, or understanding what you're taking away. If you understand what you're trying to take away, then you'll know where to play and what you need to cover on the back end, to really force the quarterback to going into a third or fourth read, or just going into a blind spot, where he doesn't even see the guy sitting there, or he feels like he's forced to go there. You know what I mean? And so, a lot of that, yeah, man, I'm still enjoying the game. For all of that, I still enjoy playing the game, because like I said, I'm able to overcome a lot of that stuff. And for me, that's like the biggest thing, to be able to show you guys that, yeah, even though the game is gonna, crap on you from time to, well, not even from time to time. For me, it crap on me all the time. But the game is gonna do, they gonna crap on you, but you still got to be able to, just fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Especially for you guys who are playing in CFMs and all that kind of stuff, where you can't just quit. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a scheme that can respond, like that scheme toxicity. You have to have something that can respond, something that can keep you in the game throughout. Now, speaking of which, I know guys hate, like, I hate even talking about this stuff, but look, man, we're trying to get the first season of the PCEN off the ground, man. You guys, look, I don't like doing free leagues, to be honest with you. I don't. I just feel like guys are more invested when they put their money into it. And so we're trying to do 2 seasons. I know I told you guys $50, and that still stands, but you can pay per season, or you just have to make sure you pay before the next season, because a lot of guys come into these leagues, and they come in, and then, after that 3rd or 4th loss in a row, they disappear on us. And so, you know what I'm saying? So at least, hey, come put your money in for the pot, man. At least we know you're serious initially. You know what I'm saying? So for you guys who have not registered, if you want to play in a league where it's a level playing field, we have like a play cool down. You know what I'm saying? We try to make the game as realistic as possible. I try to do it without enforcing too many rules. We have a 4th down rule. This year, what we'll do a little differently is, there will be a scale, or a way that we're going to make teams even, with every team having, 3 ability, or 3, the ability to have 3 ability or X factor players on each side of the ball, no matter what the team is. And so we're just trying to find ways to make it even so that guys don't feel like, you know, just because they got the last pick in the draft or whatever, you know, they feel like, you know, they don't have a chance. And so, you know, I want everybody to be on the level playing field. I want everybody to have a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, if you haven't registered, you know, get at me. Even for my guys who normally don't register, I'm on the go, man. So it's hard for me to hunt everybody down one by one, especially this year because I got a lot of other stuff going on, you know. But I really would appreciate, you guys get to the website, register. You don't have to pay immediately. You just have to pay before the first draft, the first season, and so we can go ahead and get that, you know, on the road and you know, locked in so that we can get started, man. But yeah, man, it's the dog days. It's the dog days. I'm gonna be getting back into doing some of the college virtuals. It just seemed like that college football guy was sometimes I think I put too much information because the college football guy was really good and really had a lot of information. And so all the guys that I talked to, it's even some guys that have gravitated away, you know, from Madden just to play the college because they're just like, yeah, coach, the Madden is just too much right now for a lot of people. And I get it, man. But trust me, man, y'all stick in there and fight with me, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Coach. Enjoy your afternoon.